What up, y'all? Happy whatever day we dropped this. It's been getting a little...
It's not Thanksgiving yet, but Thanksgiving is coming up. Might be next week.
You know what I'm saying? Our drops are coming like a pop quiz. You never know when they're coming.
Actually.
But happy whatever day this
is. It is Thanksgiving this week.
It is?
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Hope you guys are with family or people that you love and you eat a whole bunch.
So much.
Hope you eat turkey. Hope you eat booty, whatever you're really into. I hope you're eating good, you know? I'm trying to think what my favorite Thanksgiving food is. It was stuffing for such a long time.
Stuffing?
Yeah. Not
dressing?
Dressing. I know that there's a difference. I'd be saying both. I don't really care.
But you are a new cook, so you're gonna be cooking. Let's
get it straight. I'm not a new cook. Okay. I started cooking again.
Okay, I got you.
There was a point in time I was heavy into it. I had the big hat, the cartoon hat, the chef hat that was fluffy up top.
You actually wanted to become a world-renowned chef, right?
I wanted to go to Cordon Bleu. I don't know if I wanted to.
That's pretty indicative of wanting to
But I was just like,
become
I would
a
rather
chef.
just learn how to cook instead of being like, I learned professionally how to cook and now I have to have a restaurant, you know? But yeah, I like it. I've been doing it a lot recently. You've been helping. Feel like I'm taking notes on a lot of like YouTube videos. I've taken notes on some of the stuff. Really, when we got back from Greece, we started making like Greek salads and just more fresh stuff. Because I remember me personally, when I got back from Greece and started eating the American food that I was eating before I left, I was getting sick.
Yeah.
It was hurting my stomach.
Yeah, your stomach. You've done really well with your steaks.
Yeah,
Steaks
I think steaks and just meat, period.
You love to eat the meat.
That's what I was mainly doing. Like, that's what I was mainly cooking before, like steaks.
Oh, okay.
So I think that, you know, everybody had their little combo of seasonings.
I have my go-tos.
Well, you introduced the Tonys. You introduced that to me.
Tony Chachiris.
Yeah, however you say that. I be saying Chachiris.
There's a whole post about that.
How you say it? But yeah, either way. I used to love dressing. No, people don't be liking turkey because it's dry. I love turkey. My favorite things to eat was a leftover sandwich after Thanksgiving. It'd be like dressing, cranberry, turkey, all that stuff.
So I think people don't like turkey because they don't know how to cook it. Like
they be pulling it out dry as hell.
But the Cajun turkeys, like deep fried turkeys.
I've never had a fried turkey.
Oh my God.
I've never had a fried turkey. I know that's
good.
What most people do. Yeah.
Cajun turkeys. You can even get it from what's that restaurant?
Kookaroo. Popeyes.
No.
They give out turkeys though.
No. Popeyes gives out turkeys? Really?
A lot of people go to Popeyes for turkey.
No, it's a really popular spot out here.
Doolin's?
No.
Kizzy's?
Aunt Kizzy's? No. Turkeys. Turkeys for sale?
You're not going to find it.
Yes, I will. I bet you I will.
Is it the butterball? Butterbean?
You could get the butterball
or
turkeys from...
Who makes the ham? What's the place everybody be getting the big ass hams from?
That's what I'm trying to find because I'm go there ham. All the...
I'm off ham. I feel like for the last... Maybe like... Because my parents always made sure we had like one of those big ass... it was like the honey glazed hams. And they cool, but that big ass slab of ham on I'm kind of off it.
I think it's called honey baked, actually.
Honey baked, yep.
Yeah, honey baked.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've gotten a turkey
honey
from there
baked.
before.
They have Cajun turkey there that they've already, I guess it's already like seasoned the way it needs to be, but you can deep fry those turkeys.
Do you be sticking vegetables up the turkey booty?
Some people do.
And you tie
I
the
just
little
know
legs
that
together?
they put, I don't know if this is just for serving, putting dressing inside of the turkey, but maybe that's just for serving. Because the way I make my dressing, I just bake it. But I like injecting the turkey.
That's fun.
I really like doing that.
That's fun. You be feeling like a surgeon, giving a turkey BBL.
Yeah.
You're just getting it all fat and unnatural.
Not unnatural.
Yeah, I like that. I like basting too with the little squirt tube. You be like,
all that. I just. You're ridiculous.
I remember my mom, when I was into cooking, she was like, all right, you're going to make 80% of Thanksgiving. And so I was trusted with a gang of stuff. Not the mac and cheese, obviously. Okay. That's not what you give a newcomer.
No, definitely.
But I did all right.
What did you make?
I did the turkey. I did the dressing.
You did the turkey.
I did the turkey. I was trusted with the turkey, and I
did you cook it in like a bag?
No.
Oh.
No. I cooked it in its own juices in the oven.
But you had the pot with the lid.
Mm-hmm. The pot that every black family has.
Black
somehow.
with like
the little speckles.
The speckles.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Did the dressing. I don't think I did the greens. Didn't do the mac. I don't think I did the yams. I don't even know how to make yams.
So you did like 40%, 45%.
Well, we be having other stuff. Like I did the green beans.
Okay.
I did the biscuits, I think.
You had biscuits?
Yeah, they were just...
Y'all ghetto, huh? Biscuits during the Thanksgiving.
Damn, I don't think maybe I didn't do most of it. I only did like some key things. But I did all right. I didn't burn the kitchen down. Mm-hmm. The weird thing about cooking is that...
It was good?
I liked it, but I mean, the weird...
Did anybody else like it?
Yeah, to my face.
Okay,
that's
good.
the weird thing about cooking. It could be a secret, a family secret where they're like, remember that time Patrick cooked? It was horrible. And plus, my family isn't really like super picky. Like my dad likes burnt stuff.
At least he tried. You get participation trophies.
No, I think I did a good job. I mean, I don't know if my mom would actually tell me if I didn't. But.
You should ask her and be like, Mom, for real. Like, it won't hurt my feelings, but tell me the truth. Like,
I am.
Did you guys like it?
And I want to know exactly what I made, too, because I was in the kitchen all day. So I guess I definitely remember making the dressing and the turkey, but I don't remember what else. But I know we supplemented it.
I'm so afraid. As a person who cooks a lot, and I'll cook often for other people, I am so afraid of people not liking the food.
It's hard. It's hard.
So I stay, when it comes to cooking stuff for other people, I stay safe. So with the shit I know I can throw down with, I will feed other people. When I'm testing the waters or something, you've had my testing the waters, and most of the time it comes out phenomenal, actually. But there have been times where I was just like, But I know when I make something that I don't like, I'm never going to be one of those cooks where I make something and I don't think it's the best and I feed it to other people and they're like, and I know like,
you lying.
Yeah, I didn't even
it's
like
tough.
this
It's one
like
of those
that.
few creative works that it's like impossible. It's almost like it's way less subjective. If you tell a joke or make a song, even if people are like, this is trash, some people might be like, I liked it though, But with food, it's so hard to just like, once it hits the taste buds, it's like a sure thing, and you it's either good or it's not. And it's tough because there's so much creative process and love that goes into it, and then if it bombs, it's so tough because
it's humiliating.
It's rough because it's almost like watching somebody bomb on stage, like with stand up. It's like you kind of just like look at the person a little different, like especially if they was just like, oh yeah, this is about to. Because a lot of chefs like they got hella confidence, you'll be tasting it, they be staring right at you like it's good, huh? It's good, huh? And if it's not, it's just like damn. And
people have to learn how to be able to take constructive criticism when it comes to food, because that makes you a better cook, honestly.
Right.
If people can actually tell you like, hey, like, this ain't it. You got to go back to the drawing board. Then you're not going to keep the same recipe. If enough people tell you like this wasn't good, then you can go and adjust your recipe to make it good. But if everybody act like it's good, that's how them people every year bring the fucking green bean green bean casserole.
Like with every creative, they're like, oh, they hating. I know my stuff is good.
Yeah.
But with cooking, it's just so different because it's like the shitty thing about cooking is like when someone tries your cooking, they're half trying to support you and half hungry. So it's like you make a bad song or a bad joke. It's not like people are gonna be like, man, that was terrible. I gotta hear a different song now, to clear my, But when niggas cooking is terrible, they'll be like, man, this is trash. I'm gonna eat something on the way home, or like I have to sneak because I'm still hungry, and now this like I put my hunger in their hands and they failed, as opposed to something where they can just be like, I didn't like that song.
I mean, it's a hard pill to swallow if you serve some nasty food.
Hey.
But at the same time, you got to swallow that pill because you made other people swallow that nasty ass food. So
everybody got to swallow.
Right. Big swallows, deep throat swallow, all that confidence, take in the feedback. But people also have to get comfortable giving feedback too, because people will literally be nasty as fucking, be like,
this is really good.
And then plate down in the trash, like So then the cook
I've been
is
part
left
of those conversations.
There,
that's why it sucks, because like I know what it's like on the other side. I remember like when I was super into cooking, it was I treated it like martial arts. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna learn steak. I'm gonna learn this, and this, and this. Then I got to barbecuing. I was really, really into barbecuing and how to do all this stuff. I was researching these ridiculous recipes about how to make the patty like big and spherical, and then smashing it down and stuff that really makes sense now, but it's like at the time I was just like horribly interpreting. And I would make some, and I would like cook for myself, but at the time I was at my parents' house, so anytime I fired up the barbecue, it was like, I'll make some for you guys too. And my family's so supportive. I'm sure that was probably boo-boo and they didn't say anything. But then I got big-headed and I threw like a party.
Oh, shit.
I threw like a party. I invited all my friends over. This was a black barbecue that I was at the grill, unexperienced. And I was making some boof. And it got to a point where like the pre-made stuff for the people who didn't eat meat was going faster than my stuff.
They took the store-bought potato salad.
Even like all the people like Lottie, Sean, Kara, they were all there.
Your friends are nice. They didn't make fun of you.
No, but I mean,
I know niggas will make fun of their homeboys. Like,
it was very clear that the food wasn't a hit. I'm sure everybody got food on the way back. And I just never threw another barbecue again because I understood. And now it's like, okay, you really have to.
Did you try to sneak and like throw away like after you saw like, oh shit, I fucked this up? Did you try to like?
No, no, because it was like
I've done that
when
before.
When you're cooking and when you're like really locked in, you think that everything's working, right? So it was a slow burn for me to realize that it wasn't. But it was also like I didn't fully understand how important barbecue culture was. Like
people are very serious. They even have sandals attached to barbecue culture.
You need this right footwork.
Probably, if you would have had them sandals on the barbecue, ones,
no fucking chance.
Then your barbecue probably would have been way better than it was.
Well, with niggas, it's like you damn near need somebody on the grill if you're even gonna go in the first place. You need somebody with like 20 plus experience, like an uncle or like somebody's like, I'm from the South. I've been doing this since I was a little boy. Not somebody who's just figuring it out,
It's very easy to burn stuff on the grill.
It's easy to burn stuff. It's easy to cook it weird, in a weird way where it's not maybe like fully done. It's hard to get the coals have to be a certain way. The seasoning has to be a lot of these, the people who are like, oh, so-and-so's having a barbecue, we all pulling up. They would put it on the slow cooker like a day, damn near a day before. Yeah. So I didn't really realize it until it was like, until I really joined comedy, because then that's when it really, like, comedy always touches on the barbecue stuff, and the difference between a white barbecue and a black barbecue, and like all the stuff, because white people don't take it seriously at all. They'll just throw some dogs and some burgers,
burgers and
you know
dogs
what I mean?
on
And
the grill.
it's not about like culinary expertise, but with black people, it's like, who's on the grill? I'm not going. That's like the vibe, because which is kind of weird. It's like, I'm not showing up unless the food is good. White people don't care.
Right. I think I'm intimidated. I think I'm intimidated of the grill. Like,
you saying come over, I'm putting something on the grill. That's like a performance.
Yeah.
Like come to my show.
I will tear the kitchen up. I will cook you the best shit ever in the oven, on the stove, the cast iron. I will do my thing on all that in the kitchen. But the grill just intimidates the hell out of me. I'm just like, and I follow a lot of them grill master pages, where they have the black gloves on and they push the meat down and it just oozes with flavor and stuff. And you could tell, like,
this guy knows what he's doing. Yeah.
I just know that when I do, because I'm intimidated right now, but soon come, I'm going to get my ass on the grill. I have to. And so maybe we can learn together. But I will probably start with at least cooking the meat like wrapped in foil or something like that, so that it keeps like the flavor and the moisture in, because I'm not ready to just set the chicken on the grill and
have it drip down.
Yeah, because I feel like I might.
A lot of times you can put foil on the grill itself too.
You just have to be prepared to fail. When it comes to cooking, you can't be afraid that you're going to make something nasty, because when you're learning, you're going to make some nasty shit.
I was really treating, before I made the mistake of throwing that party, I was kind of just like making, like, I'll heat the grill up for me, But since I was in my parents' backyard, they'll come down and like support me. Oh, make me one too. But it's really like, if you treat it like a stove and you're just like, I'm gonna make myself dinner on this. It's the same learning process, just in terms of like experimentation. But I'm not throwing a barbecue in the foreseeable for 50 years.
When I've never, like, when I started cooking, I never just like offered to cook for other people. It'd be like, the way I found out my food was really good for other people and not just me was like, if my friends like came over and was like, you got something to eat, and I'm like, I only have like leftovers that I made the other night for myself, and then they heat up some leftovers that I made earlier in the day or the day before, and they're like, God damn, this is good. And I'm like, hold up, what? And they're like, fuck, I want some more. And so I'm like, okay, cool. And then I feed it to my family. And then my family's like, yo, you might have something here. Then I'm like, okay, the confidence is up. My friends, are asking me,
because your family's going to tell you the truth.
And my mom?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about to me. Women and their relationships with their mothers, but their mothers are very, very vocal about their disapproval of certain things. So if you ever want the truth, if you're a woman and you want the truth, ask your mama. She gonna tell you, like, because there's been times where when I was like working my mac and cheese recipe, and you know how you have to switch up recipes to get that perfection, and my mom would be like, you did something different this time. That was her way of saying, bitch, don't.
Oh, it was bad?
It'd be like, you did something different. Did you forget an ingredient, or did you use some different cheese, or what'd you do different this time? You should stick to the blah, blah, blah. So then I'll go back like, okay, that time I used these 4 cheeses. This time I used 5. Maybe that 5th cheese just wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I've perfected the recipe because I got that feedback that was like,
sure,
what's going on?
You switched up on me.
Yeah, I had to, So allow people to be honest about your cooking, because you really do want to know if your shit nasty.
Especially if you throw in big Thanksgiving dinners and then less and less people start pulling up.
But if people know you're going to get mad because you tell them the truth, then it's like, bruh, like you can't grow like that. That's a life lesson. Like people just need to be able to accept the truth, and it can make things so much better.
Agreed.
Even if it's rude. It's rude.
All right, let's get into these facts. Enough turkey talk.
Facts.
I got a food fact since we already on this topic.
Okay.
And it's about Al Capone, the gangster.
How? Okay.
Right.
I really want to see how you connect these two topics.
Oh, this is about food. All right, so check this out. Al Capone is the reason we have expiration dates on milk bottles.
Really?
So after his niece became extremely ill from bad milk, the powerful Chicago gangster lobbied aggressively for expiration dates to be put on milk for the safety of children and pregnant women.
Let's go.
So he basically campaigned for the expiration dates to be clearly printed on milk bottles because his niece drank sour milk and became sick. And then they say another theory linked to Capone's involvement with expiration dates is far less altruistic. He controlled all the equipment capable of printing the use-by date on each bottle and was set to make a decent and honest wage out of the entire enterprise if it came to pass. So he kind of hit a win-win. Like he was like, I want this because I wanted to, protect kids and pregnant women, but then he's also like, you need to hire me to print the date on all of these things. He said he already had a rather impressive outfit for bottling liquids set up during the Prohibition era when alcohol was banned in the U.S., and his mafia outlet filled the gap in the market with its own boozy setup. Okay. With Prohibition coming to an end, he needed something else to keep those bottling plants busy.
They said, we're going to get this liquor.
So he probably, he might have either made up the story of his niece getting sick or just gave her expired milk and was like, look at this. Save the kids. Hire me to.
Hey, I'm not mad at it.
I mean, that's a hell of a pivot after the Prohibition. You have bottling companies and then it's legal again. You just like, let's get into the milk busy. The milk biz.
You'll find out soon enough when that milk is expired, though, because that shit turn to cream and get lumpy as hell.
That shit turn to cheese.
This is nasty. I have some fun little facts about the human body.
Okay.
Your brain is fat.
Wow.
60% of the brain is made up of fat, which helps with brain performance.
That's crazy.
It's very cool, right?
Fat ass brain.
The fat ass brain. Your liver regenerates. Your liver can regenerate itself even if up to 70% of it is removed. So the alcoholics, man, y'all really, if y'all mess up y'all liver,
be like, hey, regenerate.
Regenerating, but damn, like for the liver to give out, it's like it was really
pumping it.
Yeah.
So smart people got a fatty on them. That brain looking fat.
Brains, regenerative.
My brain thick as hell. My brain got ass.
You're taller in the morning. You're a few centimeters taller in the morning because your spinal disc reabsorb liquid during the night. So for the short kings out there, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get a baddie, you know what I'm saying? Go to sleep, go straight to the club in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
7 a.m. club.
7 a.m. club. You
or take some photos.
They have this contraption now. Like it looks like a back brace, but you put it on and it comes over the top of your back and they pull this string and it like fixes your posture and it says you can get like 3 inches taller or some shit like that.
Niggas is getting shin surgery now and getting taller. You know what I'm saying? Once that becomes more invasive, I'm under the knife. Make
really?
Me 7'5".
Yeah, there was one dude that went from like 5'3" to like 6 foot.
5'3" is about the height to be considering with surgery.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I don't know how tall I am.
You're about 5'9.5", 5'10".
I'd be thinking that, and my license says 5'10", but then like every time I say my height, people be like, "You ain't 5'10", I'm 5'10", and they taller, and I'm like,
yeah, you're like 5'9.5", but then you have these tennis shoes that you wear that have these big, like thick bottoms.
Chucks?
No, not the Chucks.
Crocs?
Crocs could give you a little height, but you have tennis shoes that have like on the back. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that have like the big, thick part on the back. You have some like black tennis shoes. I've seen them a few times that are really thick. Some tennis shoes can give you a little bit of height. So a lot of people wear those.
But if someone didn't believe I was 5'10", that means they were shorter. I was shorter than what you thought, not taller.
I'm just saying I've seen you taller and a little shorter, and I think that your height is about 5'9.5".
I'm 6 feet.
Am 5. Okay.
I'm 6'2".
Okay. Yeah, you are. And my favorite of all of these, are you ready for this one? You might already know this, but I didn't. Only humans have chins. Humans are the only animals with chins, which comes in many shapes and sizes. No animals.
Not even monkeys?
No animals have chins.
Chins?
Chins.
Monkeys don't got chins? I'm trying to think of all the human-looking...
Do animals have chins? No, animals do not have chins except for humans. A chin is a bony protrusion that juts out from the bottom of the lower jaw. Humans are the only animals with this feature, and even our closest genetic relatives, like chimpanzees and gorillas, do not have chins. Exceptions. Elephants and manatees have lower jaw protrusions that are sometimes described as chin-like, but they do not meet the strict definition of a true chin.
So what the fuck is a chin?
I just said it. A bony protrusion that juts out from the bottom of the lower jaw.
Oh, shit.
Scientists don't know what purpose chins serve, but some theories include strengthening the lower jaw, helping with speech and mate selection. However, some scientists argue that those theories are unlikely. One theory is that chins are spandrel or a byproduct of evolution. So chins don't really serve a purpose like that. I've always wondered, what are male nipples for?
You know, it's just a little extra attachment.
Why? Everything on the body to me has a purpose. Everything except male nipples. What are they for?
What are pinky toes for?
Balance. You're not breastfeeding. You don't have I understand why we have nipples. The milk comes out. The feeding. But you guys don't feed. So what the fuck do you guys have nipples for? Why do they get hard?
Why do we have eyebrows?
Protection for the eyes.
That's eyelashes.
That too.
How are our eyebrows protected?
I've always thought hair on the face served a protection feature, and that's why you have it in your nose. That's why you have it above your mouth, or you have it above your. We all have hair all over, but as a skin, I guess, extra barrier of protection, but. Why the hell do y'all have nipples?
Well, nipples aside, I'm trying to figure out, because I'm looking at monkeys that have like a lower part, like a lower jaw. So now I'm researching what exactly is a chin? Does that mean our lower jaw? Because all these monkey pictures I'm looking at have what looks like a chin. Maybe it's just the jaw by itself without, is the chin just the this
lower
part,
jaw protrusion,
and then the rest. I mean, obviously, that's
a jaw,
right? So the chin is just it coming to a point. Some people don't got chins, though. I'm looking at it right now.
There are some people that are missing chins, and it looks crazy.
Nigga, there are chin implants. A chin plant.
Yeah, those. Yep, chin plant. Wow.
Some people are getting chins.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
nice though. That's good.
So these people without chins, that's how the monkey is. It's just the jaw. And then if it's defined, I don't know. I feel like some animals got some chins.
Well, it says no, animals do not have chins except for humans. We are the only animals with chins.
What about a chinchilla?
They can make an argument.
There's a movie called The Search for Animal Chin.
Did they find it?
That's crazy. Okay.
That was my favorite of them all. That could have been its own fact, actually. But
no animals got chins.
Animals ain't got chins, Pat. Pat Geo, I need you to go down the rabbit hole and do a Pat Geo episode on animal chins.
That's pretty cool. All right. This is a long one. I'm switching.
You're switching your thread?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Well, we're talking about people with chins and with people without chins. So this is an interesting one.
Okay.
This is a Reddit, and it is called "How Do You Know That You're Attractive?"
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
But mine is, what are you convinced people are pretending to enjoy?
Okay. I think I have a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's first? Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, poot.
It's because you said poot. How do you know that you're attractive?
Why you say how like that?
How did you? It was just an H. Number one, old people will say it out loud. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's true.
Old people and kids.
They say that if you bring a woman to the cookout and no uncle says,
"Okay,
I see you,"
you ain't cute. We'll go to the cookout just for the uncles to be like,
"Okay, nephew."
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting because it doesn't work like that for us.
Oh.
Unless I just never heard it because those families thought I was butt booty ugly. But you pull up with a girl to a barbecue, ain't no aunties like, "Okay, girl, I'd fuck him."
No, not I'd fuck him.
I'm just saying, that's what "okay, nephew" means.
Yeah, I think the aunties say it in a different way. The aunties be like, "Ooh, don't you got a little handsome?" They'll call you handsome.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, they'll call their little son handsome. I think that
they ain't gonna call no ugly nigga handsome.
No, for sure. But also, I think that that's something where when the dude walks away, the girls talk about, the auntie would be like, "Okay, he's," you know what I mean? But I think the uncle, since they're a little creepy, they're like, "Okay." They want the girl to know, just from what I've seen, Now,
aunties would be like, "You know how to pick them, girl."
In front of them,
you could probably hear it.
In my experience, it's never happened to my face at a barbecue.
Damn.
This was my first one. And little kids will let you know if the opposite is true.
Oh yeah.
Little kids will call you ugly, fat. Mm-hmm. They'll point out the flaws because they don't, loads of truth in the youth.
Children,
truth in the youth.
Children don't give a fuck.
It says, honestly, the best compliment I've ever been given was when a woman was with her kids and she got on a train I was on. Mm-hmm. She told them to get seats next to the pretty lady. They looked around for a minute and made a beeline for me. That was about 10 years ago, and to be honest, I never got over it.
Nice.
That's sweet.
That was nice.
Someone said, my grandma says I'm the most handsomest boy ever, so I believe her.
Oh.
And someone said, I got bad news for you. My grandma said the same thing about me, and my grandma's no liar.
Ooh. What? So is he handsome? Or not? Why is that bad news? I mean, grandma's gonna tell you, grandma's baby. Like, now she will let you know if somebody else's child is.
Yeah, that was weird because he said, I got bad news for you. My grandma said I was handsome and she's not a liar. Oh, so he's just like, I know I'm ugly.
Oh.
So grandma's just be saying that. People will tell you all the time, a friend of mine is model level attractive and people have zero problems being direct with compliments. Like cashiers, strangers. One time we were chatting and someone crossed the street to compliment her. It's like a different existence. That's crazy.
I think, yes. So when, I don't know, when it's about when you are described to other people. So it's about
if they don't know your name, what's the second thing that they
right?
Because I feel like it would be like Patrick. Patrick, nigga with the dreads.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Steph, like the chick with the nice eyes.
That's the second.
With the nice smile.
What's the second? That's the second. Someone said, as someone who used to be young and attractive, you get hit on. I realized it when I got older and was no longer getting hit on. And then someone said, that's not necessarily that you got older and less attractive, you could also be it could be the environment that you're hanging out in. I don't go to clubs or bars or music festivals anymore. Most of my activities are either with close friends or other married parents. Not exactly the right environment to hit on people.
Right.
That's true.
That's true. You change up your atmosphere. You change up your
if you know
environment.
anything about niggas, and when I say niggas, I just mean men. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, all getting hit on. If they cute.
Listen. There's one place you can go to figure it out. What you think that place is?
To figure out if you're ugly or not?
If it's about getting hit on,
it ain't the internet.
There's one place physically that you can go to that'll let you know.
Grocery store?
The grocery store.
For real?
The grocery store. If you always getting hit on in the grocery store and then you're still going to the grocery store and it stops, I don't know what to tell you. That's why people seek out the doctor for a little facelift, or they start. I think
are niggas really hitting on people in the grocery store that often?
Yeah.
I've never done that ever.
Oh yeah, yeah. The grocery store is a gold mine for people. That's like there should be a dating site called the grocery store, the grocery list. It should be something because the amount of people that find love at the grocery store.
That's a lot?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You find the more quality people at the grocery store, too.
That's random. If you just at Ralph's spitting.
Then going to the club or going out to the bar versus going to the grocery store and you meet somebody there, the atmosphere is so different. Like when you going out to the club, you drinking, or the bar, y'all drinking, you trying to find something. When you at the grocery store, most of the time,
they
you dress down.
To smash.
They are, but their goal of going to the grocery store is not to smash a woman.
Yeah.
The goal of going to the grocery store is to get some shit to eat or pick up whatever you need.
Unless you're
not
the type
going.
of nigga who is constantly picking up chicks at the grocery store, you might go for something that you're not even out of.
Yes, but half the time niggas don't want to go to the grocery store. So
if that's why they're there and then they found success, niggas would hang out at the library if they knew they were getting pussy there.
I'm sure, but I'm still saying from what I've seen in the grocery store, most of the people going to the grocery store are going to shop. They're going to get food. There's shit in the basket. Now, yes, they might go to a certain grocery store because there's more baddies, like maybe Erewhon or some shit. I know the chick, like the fitness chicks and shit like that going.
That's why niggas go to
Whole
the gym
Foods,
and don't
Trader
even work
Joe's, out. Erewhon's, Gelson's.
I be feeling like I'm bothering people if they're there for something else. If they're at the bar or a club or something, yeah, okay, I get it. They're kind of expecting that.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you find love when you least expect it.
At Ralph's.
So I've definitely Albertsons. I've had I fell in love with this nigga that I met at Albertsons, and it took me a while. I mean, he wasn't shit in the end, for a relationship at least, but I experienced that in the grocery store, and I was there. You know how the grocery stores, you having banks in them?
Mm-hmm.
I was at the bank, and he was around, and I was there with my mom, and my mom saw him. She was like, he looked cute. You know what I'm saying? And so ultimately, I ended up dating him or whatever, and that was the closest at that time that I had been to something like serious like that. So I just knew and it's kind of like, it's like an unspoken known that going to the grocery store, like that you might find more than groceries, I don't know. There should be some type of grocery store dating site. You need lettuce. I need lettuce too. Let's go to the grocery store.
That's a horrible idea. All right, so this is the last one, and it's kind of sweet. Somebody said, I'm sure people would tell you, I've told others if I think they're attractive. I also have a mirror that tells me exactly why people don't tell me I'm attractive. Oh. And then somebody commented, I suppose your mirror must be broken. Please ask your vendor for a refund. My mirror says you are beautiful, and I showed your PFP to my mirror.
Oh, that was very sweet. He turned off. Whoa! No. I think ultimately when it comes down to it, like if you have some self-awareness, which there was a recent study that was done that showed only like 20% of Americans had like self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're in that 20%, then you know, a lot of people, you know, if the general public finds you attractive, you know,
especially
like
with social media, yeah.
Right. But there are some people who will utilize other features to become more attractive. And not just women getting ass and titties and shit like that, but even men with style, you know,
jokes,
haircuts, you know,
muscles,
skin, muscles,
talent.
gym. Like they'll, if
we have a lot of options.
Yeah. So if your face, if you don't consider your face the prettiest in the world, there's some people that will make sure their hair is always laid. If it, you know, hair laid, body, tea, you know, everything like good to go. But what your face was born with, people aren't generally attracted to. People will find other things to do to their bodies to make them more attractive. And I think they know, and that's why they do tend to, you know, like do that. Basically. I don't know. I know, like, look, people done called me ugly and they just said a lot of shit about me. And so I still don't think I'm ugly. I think I'm mildly attractive, you know. But
there go the fishing. Go ahead,
no,
guys.
no, because look, what you see, I make myself up for the camera, but I see myself without the wig on sometimes, you know. Look, look, all that glitters ain't gold sometimes. It is like bronze in there sometimes. Like I understand, like if they saw me like this, they'd be like, ooh, shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why makeup exists. That's why hats exist. You know, that's why haircuts exist. Like, so
doctors,
people can
gyms, talent. There's a lot of ways to, I think being attracted to somebody is a lot more than how they look in a lot of situations, you know?
And I think once you get your person to accept all that, you don't give a fuck about nothing after that. It's like you can be yourself. You don't have to appeal to the masses anymore because you got your person.
All right, well, we ran out of time for my thread, so let's get into yours.
What do you mean?
Huh?
We ran out of time for yours?
No, we need to move on to yours.
Oh, okay. What are you convinced people are pretending to enjoy?
Okay.
Someone said having no kids.
Pretending? Yeah. She wrote that in the most stressful moment in her life. Her kids just threw a fistful of spaghetti on her, and she was just like, "Yeah, y'all lying. I know it."
Somebody said, LMFAO. You think child-free people secretly want kids, or am I reading this wrong? Somebody said, I don't know if I can speak for everyone, but I love not having kids. Yeah. Somebody said, me too. Like, nigga.
It's one of those things where I do genuinely think that people love their kids, but I also think they're secretly jealous of people who decided not to.
Yeah.
That's why parents are just obsessed with trashing people without kids.
Yeah.
You know, they're just like, they just want to be like, no, you guys aren't happy. This is the best thing that ever happened to me. Blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, they're secretly telling people like, they grab your shoulder and be like, don't do it.
Right.
I can't publicly say I would have never did it because I can't take that back, but don't do it, you know?
Right.
I believe those.
There are definitely, I've seen a ton of parents that was just like, if I had to do it all over again, I love my child, but I would have waited, or, you know, I would have.
See how they have to do all those little disclaimers because they don't want to say something like, I get it, you can't take that back, but I read between the lines.
Somebody said parenthood, adulthood, and any and all hoods.
Damn. I like adulthood.
I like adulthood. Adulthood is cool. Aging and body parts starting to hurt and shit like that. That's one thing that's like, God damn. But all in all, having the type of freedom that you have as an adult, I think is really cool.
Sure.
Even though it comes with a ton of responsibilities. Dating Rick Ross.
What?
People pretending to enjoy.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
You talking about Pretty V?
Right. And all the other chicks. Candy corn.
I recently had it. It's not that bad.
Candy corn is nasty, Patrick.
I think I tasted it as a kid, and then the hate train started, and I just jumped on the hate train. I actually tried some last week, and I was like, this, compared to its rep, not that bad.
No, candy corn. Candy corn is nasty. Like I don't like it at all.
I remember it tasting way worse.
I don't like the texture of it. I don't like the taste of it. I never jump on hate trains though. If I like something, I like it. If I don't like something, I don't like it.
But I didn't like
candy
it.
Corn,
I didn't like it when I first tried it, and then the hate train started, and I was just a full supporter. And then I was like, you know what? I'm an adult now. Let me give it a chance. It was not as bad as we thought.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. is fantastic. The Western Burger.
Arby's
I had on a show, and it wasn't terrible.
Takis nasty as hell to me.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I would much rather
hot
like
Cheetos,
that.
Though. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like Takis. Twizzlers.
No licorice. Red
Twizzlers
vines
is
too.
nasty.
I don't like red vines either.
Sharing your man during a 3-way. Y'all be getting manipulated.
Some people like it.
Yeah. Some people do it for the thrill of their man too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to pretend to enjoy it for his pleasure.
Hey,
and I think that's...
Isn't that what it's all about?
Compromise, huh? Compromise. Coconut water.
I used to love coconut water.
Is nasty.
I used to love coconut water and
I don't know how
aloe vera water.
I can drink aloe water.
Mm-hmm.
I have a huge gallon of it. I think I have like a 2-gallon jug in my refrigerator right now.
That's too much.
No, I mean you drink a little bit a day. The taste of alcohol.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's nasty. Nasty.
Mm-hmm. It's like medicine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
it's nasty,
but I feel better.
But there's ways. I mean, mixed drinks. There are some fire mixed drinks.
I think they're tolerated.
No, there's some really good mixed drinks, but I wonder if someone like coming into drinking who's never really drank like that had one of the best tasting like if it tastes like juice, like some really fruity type liquor, like mixed drink. Someone who doesn't drink would drink it and be like, "Ooh, that's disgusting." Or is it just because we've acquired the taste of horrible tasting liquor to mixed drinks, which is like, okay, this is fire, but in reality, it's not.
I think mixed drinks are just tolerated. They're still pretty gross at the, like, if they came up with just a straight up soda or a lemonade that got you the same effects, I feel like people would
rather that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. Coleslaw. Don't tell me it's good because we can't even identify what the taste is.
There are good versions of coleslaw and horrible versions. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to really like KFC's coleslaw. It was really good to me.
I got one. America.
Somebody said Trump. I'm like,
no,
why they not pretending? They like that nigga.
People love that nigga. Black people. Everybody trying to pretend like they love us.
Oh my God, right? Like, we don't love y'all. Grapefruits.
Gross.
No.
Disgusting.
No.
Strawberries.
Okay.
Gross.
Now, this is the thing. This is the thing about grapefruits and strawberries. Eating them from the large chain grocery stores, yeah, they're nasty. But if you get a grapefruit, I had a grapefruit tree at my place, one of the last places I lived at. And when I tell you that grapefruit off the tree was sweet as hell, it was sweeter than an orange. It was like, it was so good.
Ralph's oranges aren't great either.
This is what I'm saying.
And we figured that out. I figured that out with tomatoes.
That's what I'm saying. Grocery stores, a lot of those grocery store fruits and vegetables
ain't real.
Don't taste good. But when you get it right off the vine or off the tree, like,
yeah,
that shit be busting. That's a prime example is tomatoes.
Yeah.
You know, so that grapefruit
different.
tree changed everything for me because I used to have to only wait for like ruby red grapefruits to get from the store, and a lot of people will put sugar on their grapefruit, so they'll cut it in slices and put sugar on top of the grapefruit so that it's sweeter. But the ones that are actually grown and you let them ripe, like I think the grocery stores maybe like pick them too soon so that they're just sour as fuck, and you know that's not what you really want. But the ones off the tree, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some just so you can taste it because it blew my mind. It tastes nothing like a.
And then when you kind of drive around in like the inland of California and you see the fruit stands with those giant strawberries, those be fire.
Yes. Yeah. So strawberries is a thing too, because a lot of them in the grocery stores, they just kind of, they look good, but they're not sweet. They just kind of like tasteless. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the ones that you actually get from the farmer's market or Sprouts or something like that, man,
jackfruit
be like
jackfruit. Everybody swears it's the best meat substitute.
No.
I've had jackfruit burgers, tacos, all that stuff, and it tastes like seasoned pineapple. It's awful.
Ugh. Chitlins, shitterlings.
Yeah, I recently got an argument with somebody because of chitlins, and I don't believe them.
What is hog maw?
Hog maw or hog malt?
I always thought it was hog mog. And I was talking to my mom yesterday and she was like, no, hog maw. And cheese? I was like, hog maw? I don't know what it is. I don't know what that but is. I don't know.
I don't like the word hog.
Lamb chops and octopus.
Okay.
Cottage cheese. Now, cottage cheese.
I like cottage cheese.
That's a weird one because cottage cheese actually doesn't taste good, but I like it.
It's good. I mean, like, it's kind of like tapioca. Like, if you really, like, have a good version of it, you're like, okay, this is all right. I don't like the cottage cheese that's, like, runny and it has, like, a lot of liquid in it and stuff like that. Because it's really easy for you to, like, look at it and be like, oh, this is disgusting, but I like it.
Somebody said running.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, I feel like... that's like the gym in general is like that with a lot of people. Like for some people, it's very like therapeutic and stuff. When I go, I'll be listening to like meditation music and stuff. But
I into meditation music.
Yeah, bike because I don't like running.
Oh,
but whenever I work out, I play like my hiking playlist.
Oh, I have to listen to shit that gives me hype. So I listen to like gangsta music, or I'll listen to Beyonce, or I'll listen to. Mainly Beyonce and gangster music.
That's good to keep your mind occupied. Mm-hmm. But I found that because I used to, when I lived in Woodland Hills, I would hike every day. And it was like about 30 minutes to an hour trail. Mm-hmm. And I realized that when I ran with like songs, mm-hmm. my mind was latching on to understanding the words, singing the words and stuff like that.
Oh, but really?
When I took that out and it was just the atmospheric stuff,
mm-hmm.
my original thinking amplified.
So you got me into hiking. Because I had only done a couple of hikes before we started doing hikes together. And when I would hike, and even if I hike by myself now, I still will listen to music. But when we hike, I do like to take in the sounds of just
mm-hmm.
the nature, which is not something that I had ever did before.
Yeah.
I never even gave nature a chance. It was mm-hmm. always I needed to listen to music or, something to take my mind off of the physical exertion that I'm using.
I need that on a treadmill, but if it's something where it's just like beautiful everywhere and you can mm-hmm. explore, then I'll just sometimes I had my headphones in and I won't play anything.
Mm-hmm. I did that the last time I went to Runyon Canyon. Uphill, I listened to music though, and it made it a bit easier for me to get there because it was hot as hell.
Runyon ain't no nature.
No, well, I mean, it is, but it's just enough people go. So once it gets that reputation, that Hollywood reputation, it's still nature.
It's in the middle of Hollywood.
It is it's in the middle of the mountains.
You in somebody's backyard.
No, I think there's like different parts of different trails of Runyon that you can go on. The one that I've done the most has been when you're just running up the road. It's like a road in the mountains. But coming down, my earphones broke.
Oh, so you had to listen.
So I had to listen.
Nature,
and it was actually quite relaxing. So yeah, if you're into physical exertion or exercising, running, hiking, you should try to listen to nature. It's actually not as bad as, not listening to music in the gym. Like, I can't do it. I will leave the gym if I forget my headphones.
that because the gym is loud and weird. But yeah, I agree. All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hope you guys have a great holiday season. We are entering the Christmas season, my favorite.
Yay! Yeah, you kept your tree up all year long. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've been known to do that.
I've done that before. No judgment here.
Artificial tree. But share with us your Thanksgiving nightmare stories, whether you cooked something or had some food that was just awful. Let us know in the comments.
Please, preferably if you cooked something awful and how people responded to it.
Yeah.
I really want to see that.
Yeah, give us both versions. But as always, I am Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephanii.
We will see y'all next week.